Workflow number 4, consistent AI influencer avatar. Now, in this workflow, we will create a fake AI influencer, but the key difference, you might ask, between workflow number 4 and workflow number 3 is that in workflow number 3, it's very hard to generate consistent AI avatars, especially for an AI brand ambassador. If you're trying to generate an avatar that looks the same, then it's very challenging to do that with video. So now workflow number 4 will address this issue, though it comes at a cost of some generative realism. But here's what workflow number 4 looks like. We will train a LoRA. If you're not familiar with what a LoRA is, I recommend that you check out my other guides or just do some research yourselves. And then we will use that same LoRA to generate a video. Workflow number 4 follows the same steps as number 3, but only with key differences at the beginning. Essentially, we're going to generate an image, and then we're going to turn that image into a video. Then we're going to loop that video to 45 seconds, and we're going to use ChatGPT to script write and put that 45-second video into Runway ML and record ourselves saying the script from ChatGPT and generate the video. Then after, we can go to LibDub and train the act. So the exact same steps as workflow number 3, but the difference here is that we're starting with image generation and training a LoRA model. The very first thing we need to do is that we need to generate an image of our model. And again, in here, I'm using Flux Ultra, and I simply said an image of a girl influencer. And this is what it came up with. I think this is pretty damn good. So now it's time that we train this model so we get similar looking results every time that we prompt her. How you train a LoRA model is that you need multiple images of the same person. Now, the problem with Gen AI is that every time that I'm going to run this generation is going to give me a different girl. So I cannot really have different images of her looking the same, but I have a trick up my sleeve and I'll show you exactly what to do next. We're going over to Replicate and we're going to use this model called consistent character. What this allows us to do is that it's going to generate a bunch of images that look exactly the same as our input. So then we have enough data to train a LoRA model. Now, let's upload our image. In this case is the girl that we just generated. And then we're just going to change the prompt to an image of a girl influencer. Then we're going to change the number of outputs to 20. So that's going to be here. It's going to be 20 images that are going to be generated with her face. And we're going to have for every image a different pose. This will help us have a variety of data sets so that when we train a LoRA model, we're able to get better results. So let's run this. It's going to take about 10 minutes to generate all the pictures, but when it's done, I'm going to show you exactly what's happening. And again, the purpose of using this workflow here is so that we get multiple images of the same exact character, of the same exact face. Good. Okay, this looks similar. I really like this picture. They look very similar. So I'm going to let it run its course and come back to you guys once the 20 images are generated.
A few moments later.
So we still have the images being generated. This is our third batch right now. So far, we've generated around 80 images of this influencer. I'll show you. So here are all the images that we've generated of this character by using character consistency. So we have a lot of data set with her face against different backgrounds, doing different things with different poses. And we're going to train all these data set into Flux so we can turn this into a LoRA model. And again, if you do not know what a LoRA model is and how we train an AI based on someone's likeness, in this case, this girl over here, I invite you to check out my AI avatar guide or just go on Google and do your own research. This course is not meant to cover best practices in training or generating images of your AI avatar. Great, now we're in FAL and we're training our Flux model with the past training method. We're selecting all the images and we're pasting them in the input. And then we're gonna give the model a trigger word. Let's call her Alice. So this is going to be my trigger word that I'm going to be using every time that I want an image of Alice. Let's increase the steps to 1,500 and start training. It should take about 2 to 5 minutes to finish the process. So while Amelia is being trained, Amelia, I don't even remember the name that I gave this girl. Well, let me, I think it was Alice. Alice, what the hell, Sirio? Okay, so while Alice has been trained, we're going to go over to ChatGPT to get some prompts. And we're going to go over here, and again, we're going to upload one of her images, and we're going to say, give me some prompts for Flux to generate this model speaking in front of the camera. Great. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to tell it that the trigger word for this model is Alice. There you go. Great. So this is the first prompt that we will try. The model is ready and trained, so let's just run the inference. Cool. We're going to paste our prompt over here. And based on my experience, I think that this should be 1.3. Going to change the size to portrait. And I'm going to run it. Let's see what it comes up with. This has been a long day, guys. Oh, there we go. This is weird. This is so weird. Okay, let me figure out the best settings here. And then once I achieve the best settings, I'm going to come back to you guys.
A few moments later.
Okay, so I figured it out. I played around with the settings a bit, and I applied my own skin texture LoRa. So the results look like this, quite realistic. So I'm going to run this a few more times. Or actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the numbers of images here so we are able to see more options and select ones that are appropriate to turn into videos. Because this is what we're doing. We're generating images and then turning them into talking heads, talking video heads. To recap again, the purpose of generating these images is so we can turn them into talking head video. And now you also have a consistent character that you can advertise in your social media so they are representing your brand. So here's Alice, our AI influencer, and we are going to generate some talking videos of her promoting a product. So let's do it. I want to go with this picture because I really like how the product is being held in the hand. The hand looks okay. It doesn't have 10 fingers. It doesn't look weird. But I would also like to see how the AI would react to this type of nudity. So let's generate a video out of this picture. To generate videos out of images, we're going to Halio, like we've done previously. So we're uploading the source image here, and we are writing a prompt as follows. A girl holding a product and talking to the camera while showcasing the product. So all we have to do is hit generate and see what it comes up with.
A few moments later.
Let's see. Wow, this is pretty impressive. So what I'm going to do right now is generate multiple videos out of this image so we can stack them all up together and create a sequence up to 45 seconds at least.
A few moments later.
So what I've done right here is that I've compiled multiple clips, and like with the other workflow, I've looped the video over and over so it's long enough. This is quite impressive. So I'll let you guess the next step. Guess what we're doing right now. So we have the video. So what are we doing to go and lip sync it? Well, close enough. But the next thing that we're going to do is that we're going over to ChatGPT, correct? And then we are going to record a video of ourselves reading out a script because we're going to use that video on Runway ML. It's the exact same workflow. If we're going to be working with AI-generated avatars, again, we need to make sure that there's enough mouth variation and mouth movements to properly train the actor on lip dub. So we have to go to Runway ML again. So let's do it. Now we brought the video back to Runway ML. And for the purpose of this demo, I'm just going to use the same video that we recorded earlier to drive the lip syncing. So let's hit generate. And again, we pray to the AI gods that this is not going to be flagged for nudity. And the AI gods listen to us. This is the video. Hey guys, so I just got back from the most relaxing getaway, and honestly, it's all thanks to this brand. This bikini is not just cute, it's so comfortable, and this is very good. So what we're going to do now is that we're going to download the video and, of course, change the voice. So after changing the voice, this is the final video.
Hey guys, so I just got back from the most relaxing getaway, and honestly, it's all thanks to this brand.
Pretty good, right? Let's recap. This is what we did in workflow number 4. We generated an image of a fake actor using Flux, and we named this actor Alice. Then we went over to Replicate to create multiple images and poses of the same actor so then we could train a LoRa model. The reason we are training a LoRa model is that so we can have control over the consistency of the character, something that we cannot achieve in workflow number 3. And after selecting our favorite image that we generated of Alice, we turned that image into a video, which we then looped into a 45-second clip using CapCut. We generated a script with ChatGPT, and then we recorded ourselves reading the script out loud to then use Runway ML Act 1 to lip sync the footage. Then from there, it's up to us whether we want to decide to go an extra mile and train our actor on LiveDub for easy access. Workflow number 4 is very similar to workflow number 3, except of the very first 3 steps. Everything else is the same across the board, except step 1, 2, and 3. Now let's talk about creating synthetic no-face UGC. What does that mean?